Hey, this is Mike. Welcome to our tab site webinar on Facebook contests. It is great to have a very full house today. I think we're going to get close to 250 the way it looks, and that's an awesome audience, and I want to make your time valuable today going through a number of Facebook contest types and ways that you can succeed on Facebook. So it's a great day with a lot of visitors and guests. I just was going through the list and just excited to see all the first time webinar participants with us today. Just thrilled to have folks from many different nations. I see a special shout out to those. I see we have a number of people from Australia, Brisbane, Melbourne, and the Philippines as well. So if you're with us live, thanks for making the sacrifice of being up in the wee hours for yourselves. And just great to have other folks, a number of Canadians with us, and all across the United States. So just a tremendous group that's going to be with us today. And let's see, just a special shout out. If the fellow from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, if you've already joined us today, just a special shout out to a Lancaster County person, as I was just there over the holidays, have some family in Lancaster, so it's always great to see some people from former hometown of mine, and we just the nations just keep coming together here. So I'm just going to dive in and get going here. Lots of first timers. We want to give you a great opportunity to learn some things and then ask some questions. Here's what you can expect from me today and from TabSite. It's going to be straight talk here. I'm just going to go through these contest opportunities. I'm going to show you some live examples. We're going to talk through what works and why it works. If you're looking for a little bit extra rah to whip you into a foaming at the mouth frenzy, you're not going to get that from me here today. I'm a straight talker. I'm a straight walker. I'm going to go through the details. I'm going to tell you what you need. No fluff. Is that good for you? Hopefully it is. Now, we do have the question area in GoToMeeting open, so you can post questions there. I'm going to try to save most of that to a time at the end where I cover those for you, but feel free to post those, and I'll try to keep an eye on that and go through the details for you as we get to the end and get to the question and answer time. Again, this is going to be recorded. Everyone who registered will get the video replay, and I also will send out a link to the slide. So all of that is going to be available to you, and you don't have to worry about that. Just by registering, you're going to be getting those details. All right, let's dive into Facebook contests. Facebook is the largest, most active social network in the world today, and it's what's valuable about Facebook is that it's covering every demographic. It's from young to old, from men to women. Everyone is participating in Facebook, and that's going to be important to you for whatever your business is, whether you're a B2B or whether you're a B2C company, whether you're a local retailer or you have multiple locations. Facebook can have an application for your business. And as I have up on the slide now, a contest can help you increase reach, can help you boost your engagement, can help you convert leads. That's going to be a key that I want to talk about as we get into the details, and ultimately can help you grow sales, because at the end of the day, it's got to be valuable for your business. This for your business to participate in Facebook, it's not just going to be something where you're helping to give people some warm fuzzies. I mean, there's going to be some engagement. There's going to be part of that, but ultimately you need to see ROI, and I want to show you how contests can help you do that. There's been a lot of discussion here recently. Is Facebook reach going down? Is Facebook going to be valuable to me? How can my business help and participate? Contest is one solution that can help you with these items. So let's dig in and go through, again, the agenda of what we're going to cover today, and then start with timeline contest. So we are going to cover timeline contest. That's the newest type of contest that Facebook has allowed businesses to run on Facebook pages. So I'm going to go into the details on that, explain what that is, how to do it well, take a look at options that you have with that. We're also going to go into a sweepstakes. Okay, and this is a simple type of giveaway contest. I'm going to take a look then at a Facebook photo contest. But as well, I'm going to talk about a communication plan because if you build it, you need to make sure they're aware of it for them to come. Okay, and we're going to talk about metrics, what you can measure, how to measure, why that's important, determining some ROI on what you're doing with contests, and then I'll get to the question and answer. So again, it is being recorded. I will get the slides out to you, and feel free to post questions along the way in the GoToMeeting question area, and I'll make sure and watch for those. Just a couple other details then. You can also, if I don't cover your question, you have it afterwards. You can go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/tabsite, and post it there. Feel free to post it. I have the webinar pinned at the top of our Facebook page, so you can just comment on that one if you want to ask another question. Would really like your feedback, and that's a great place to do it. So if we get to the end of the time, I'll remind you at the end as well, but would really love for you to post on our Facebook page what was important to you today, what stood out to you, what you thought about it, if you had any follow-up questions. If you are also wanting to tweet about this, feel free to use the hashtag FBContests as you tweet any key points out that are impactful to you today. So, as we jump in, can promotions equal sales? The answer is a definite yes. Now, we've seen a number of studies, and I've even going to show you a couple specific case examples where brands, companies on Facebook have used contest promotions that have increased their sales. In the blue box on your screen now was a quote from a Vocus study last year, where 79% of Facebook fans were more likely to purchase from a brand they had liked. So that threshold of interaction, of liking a page and interacting with a page, helped move them down the pathway towards a trust, a loyalty. And so when we talk about contests and promotions, we're talking about another level of that. So if they first liked your page, there's a base level, and then as they interact with your page, and then as they interact with a contest, with a promotion, that further engagement, those multiple opportunities can build trust along the way that ultimately helps increase that person's chances of wanting to make a purchase from you. It's contest promotions draw people to your page. It's a reason for them to come back to interact, and that's important today on Facebook with the need to reach fans and engage with fans. So let's just start out with a story, a live example of a Facebook page that ran a contest. I was doing a case study here, and you can find that at that link, the bit.ly FB photo case. And this was a photographer, a solopreneur, so they ran their own company, and they did wedding photography, family portraits, that type of thing. But in this case, for the photo contest, they wanted to run just on the weddings they had performed that year. So they had done 24 weddings up to this point in time, and for each of the couples, this photographer chose one of their images and made that entry into the photo contest. And so what we have here is 24 weddings, each with one representative picture that was entered in the photo contest by the photographer. She was going to award the couple photo that got the most entries a larger canvas portrait of one of their winning entry. And so she had a ready-made audience because everyone that had come to the wedding of each couple was very interested in voting for them. So her goal was to reach out, she had a number of goals. She wanted to grow her fan base, which is her likes on her page. She wanted to increase awareness of her photography business, weddings, family portraits, business photography, senior class portraits, that type of thing, and ultimately to book more business. So that was her goal. She used this. She put those 24 pictures out there. She invited each couple, made them aware of it, invited them to say, hey, get the word out to your family and friends. The winner's going to get this. So they began to trumpet that, began to get their family and friends to vote for them. And she ran it over like a 7-day time period. And then from the 24, she narrowed it down to 3 for a second stage. So there were 3 finalists that were voting. And a couple things she did. She did use a light gate on this, and she allowed them to vote 1 time per day. So if you voted on Tuesday, you could come back and vote for your winning entry on Wednesday. You could come back on Thursday, 24 hours later, and vote again. So what that did was brought people back to the page. So people were motivated to support their entrant, and they asked, basically they wanted to come back day in and day out, and she did some posting in between to alert them, hey, this is day 3 of the contest, make sure you vote again for your entry. She put some feelers out that said, hey, this is what's happening, this one's in the lead, this one has this many votes in second place, and she did that. So ultimately then, when it came down to the finish of the 7 days, the 3 finalists moved on to the final round of voting, and that started the voting over for the 3 finalists at 0 again. So they were all on equal footing for the finals round of voting. And our contest system allows you to do this if you want a 2-stage contest. So you just pick the number of finalists you're going to want, and when that time period rolls around, automatically moves it into the finals realm, and voting starts over. So they had a number of days then of finals voting, and it really did come down to the wire. I think the final votes were within 19 votes of each other for the winner over second place. And ultimately, what was important to her was that she grew her fan base and she was in the 800s. And when she ended that photo contest, and again, we're talking about a 10-day time period, she was over 1,100. So she gained over 300 some likes in that time period. Engagement. There was a lot of engagement, a lot of commenting. They could comment on each entry. They could share the entry. They would bring people back. And so her reach went up. That was, by those people interacting with the contest, that was the ability for people to see the contest in their newsfeed, or see information from her Facebook page in their newsfeed in the future. All right. Again, if you do want to tweet about this, feel free to use the hashtag FB contest. FB for Facebook and contest. And ultimately then, by those people interacting, they began to see her information in the newsfeed more, and she was able to book more business out of that through the contacts, through expanding her reach. So she used this core audience of 24 weddings that she had done, and then got their communities involved. And by their sharing, by their asking for votes, it got more people to come to her page, to take a look at her business, to like her page, to see other photography work that she had done, and then ultimately to follow up, contact her, to want to be use her as their photographer. So that's one example of a way a photo contest worked. Now, I want to dive in to the first type I talked about, and that was the timeline contest. This is the newest type of contest that Facebook has allowed, and this is one that people were asking for quite a while. And it was end of August, beginning of September last year, 2013, when timeline contests were allowed by Facebook. And so a timeline contest is basically a contest in the newsfeed. So a page can simply create a post and have people to vote or enter by things such as liking, by commenting, or by commenting on a post with a photo. And on the picture on the right is an example of that. This was by a women's boutique, and they wanted to do a giveaway. So they were saying, click like, let us know what of our clothing LaRue goodies that you love for a chance to win a $50 gift card. And one winner was going to be selected at 4 p.m. And so down at the bottom, if that might be a little small for you to see, that at that point in time, 282 people had liked it. There was a lot of comments, a lot of action on this, and so that was the basics of what a Facebook timeline contest was. They're easy to run because you're just creating a post. You can create that right on Facebook. The kickers are that Facebook requires that you have some type of rules or disclaimer that says this is in no way associated with Facebook, and they want you to outline the rules. So you have to figure out a way to do that, either by a link in the post, or by text on the image or in the post. And the types that you can run are, as mentioned, a like this, and you're going to choose a random winner out of those who have liked the post, or you can say a comment on this, and there are multiple ways to choose a winner there. Are you going to, as your company, choose the winner, or is it randomly going to be drawn by someone who randomly going to be drawn a winner from the comments, and or it could be you need a correct answer, such as trivia. You could post a question, say, what's the answer to this? Out of those who get it right, you can draw a winner. Multiple things that you can do with that. One of the ways that this helps you for your Facebook page is that it helps boost affinity or connection with your page. As fans interact with your page, that sends signals to Facebook that says, hey, this page is important to that person. Let's show them more of their content, more of their posts in the newsfeed. Because on any given day, a Facebook user has the opportunity to see something like 1,500 posts in their newsfeed. And of course, you're not going to be on all the time. So there's a percentage of those that you're not going to see. And generally, it's said that a Facebook user sees about 20% of the potential posts that are in their newsfeed during the day. And of that 20%, Facebook is trying to help you determine what is important. What's important to you, and so they're making some calls, and one of those signals that helps with that is based on what you've interacted with in the past. So they take a look, for instance, at your last 50 interactions. What are the last 50 things that you liked, that you commented on, that you interacted with? That's a signal that this is currently relevant and important to you, that they should perhaps send you more of that information. So this is what a timeline contest is. And we do have more information on that at www.timelinecontest.com that I can show you. But I just want to take a moment here and dive into the back end of TabSite's Manager so that you can see where the timeline contest information is at. Okay, all right, so this is our Facebook page, and let me get to the Manager of TabSite. A couple quick questions I'm seeing as I go here, and that is, in a timeline contest, how do you reach the person since there is no email, okay? Yes, that's one of the situations with a timeline contest, is that they're commenting on this. So it's you can see who their profile is. Now, Facebook also edited their policy about you not being able to share or reach a winner on Facebook like that. So with the timeline contest, you know who they are. You can announce it right on your page in the post, and you can also click through on their profile and post on their Facebook profile, hey, you have won, do you want to come back to our page, that type of thing. So with the change in rules, Facebook is allowing you to contact them. Now, again, the only way you can contact them, because the only way you know about them is on Facebook, so you can only reach them through Facebook here at this point in time. You do not get an email address with a timeline contest, so that's just something to be aware of. Let's dive into the backend manager. All right, so I'm in the manager of TabSite now. And the timeline contest is in the left menu. All right, so what we give you the ability to do is, first off, when you open up timeline contest, you get this dialog box, and the first screen that you see is the winner export area. So this is saying if you created a post on Facebook and it went live, and now you want to come in and have get the winner and get the information exported. So we give you a couple things there. Number one, you'd have to select a post. So I'll click that in a second, but let me go through the other details first. Number two is how do you want the winner to be selected? Is it by the likes or the comments, or just the likes or just the comments? And if a person commented 2 times, do you want to include that as part of the total, or do you want to sift those out so that only 1 entry per person is possible to be entered in the random drawing? And then we give you the option, say how many winners do you want, and then we have a box down below that says, do you want to download the comments? Do you want to download the photos that they may have posted with the comments, or do you want to reject comments without a photo in case you were running a post your photo type contest? So we give you those options and we say download. So let's go ahead and select a post here. So basically when you do that, we connect to your Facebook account and to the page that you are on in the Tab Site Manager. All right. So in this case, I'm on a Facebook page called BizService Platinum, and it's a test page that I use. And these are my most recent posts. So this is the most recent post that I had on that Facebook page at the top. I can see a little bit about it, so it helps you discern which post you're looking for. All right, and it'll tell you, how many likes there were, how many comments there were, and so then you can click on that one, and it's going to identify that, and then you'd be able to download that, and we generate a CSV file for you of that data, and we would select, our system's going to randomly select a winner for you and give you who that winner is, and the data of the personal profile link of that person and each person that entered. So that's the timeline contest and the way that you can select a winner. So we make it easy for you. If you've had 1,000 entries, and you want some type of process to select 2 random winners out of that, we can do that for you. We give you that data. The other feature here with timeline contest is that you can create a post right within the system, and we try to help you with that. Okay, so we will help you create the post and publish that to your Facebook page, so that you're getting a head start. We have a number of options here. We say, okay, step 1, what kind of timeline contest do you want? Do you want to run a sweepstakes? So we have some sample text for that. You could say, now I'm interested in a trivia. So we give you some sample text for that. Trivia, for example, here it says, answer correctly to win. What's the name of our newest product launched 2 weeks ago? Simply comment below for your chance to win a $25 off code for use on our website. Right, and if you scroll down, we have some sample rules and disclaimer text in there. So we're trying to give you a head start. We're trying to make it easy for you. Obviously, we're giving you a little image there. All you need to do is click on that to open up a dialog box, which opened up on my other monitor here. And I'm just going to quickly select an image and bring that back over. So let's see. Okay, so there's an image, and I'm going to bring that over. It's going to load it in. All right, so there was my custom image that I wanted to put in place. I wanted to choose the sweepstakes text or the trivia text. So I can easily do that. I can customize the language, and once I have that all set up to go, then I can just hit post to Facebook, and it will post that message and any image directly to Facebook. All right, so let's go ahead and create one again. I was bouncing through those, so I lost my text here. It's giveaway time. All right. Let's do a comment. Comment on why Tab Site is the best to be entered to win a great prize. All right, I'm just going to do this quick and dirty. Let me get back to my image there. And then let's say, okay, I've got my text in here, and I want to post that to Facebook. So it's going to go ahead and connect to Facebook and go through the motions of generating that post, deploying it to Facebook, and we could bounce over to Facebook, go to that page, and see it listed there. All right, so that was the one I just did. Earlier, I posted another one here. Let's just take a look at that one. So this was my contest demonstration that I put up. Giveaway time, want to win, comment with why you love TabSite. We choose the best comments at 5 p.m. First prize is going to be a free Platinum Plan TabSite. Second place is going to be a free TabSite t-shirt. I have a disclaimer in there, not associated with Facebook. And I'm allowing people, so you just have to be clear in terms of what's this about? What do they have to do? When's it going to end? And you can link to rules, that type of thing. But that's the simple way to do it. So as people commented on that, I can go back to the manager, pull up that, and export that data. And that's the way you can run a simple timeline contest. Timeline contests are helpful in the sense that, again, it boosts reach, it boosts affinity. So people engage, and so as someone engages, as someone comments, there's the potential for their friends to see that they've commented on that. There's the potential for that to reach out to their network, and it also is building their affinity connection to your page so that they may see your information more in the future from Facebook. You do have to reach them on Facebook with announcing their winner, and as we said, you're not gathering any emails on that, so it's not necessarily a lead capture one, and I'm going to go into the lead capture one next. However, I will say that with the export that data that we get from Facebook, that when you say I want to get this post and I want to get all the likes or comments from that post, it generates a CSV file, and within that CSV file is a list of each person that entered or commented, and we have their data, including their what's called their Facebook profile ID. Everyone on Facebook has a profile ID, and you can actually then use that. So let's say, again, you had 1,000 people like or comment, and you had 2 winners out of that. So 998 people did not win, all right, but they participated. They were interested in it. You can use our export file and go to the Facebook Ads Manager, upload that into the Facebook Ads Manager as a custom audience, all right? So Facebook allows you to upload custom audiences. Typically they're email addresses, but you can also upload Facebook IDs as a unique custom audience. So this is 998 people that participated in your contest and that did not win. You could run a Facebook ad to just that 998 specific people that says, hey, you participated in our contest, but you didn't win. Here is a 30% off coupon code to use on our website. And if you do that via Facebook's Ads Manager, you can reach just that 998 people with your specific offer. It's a great follow-up step. Or you could do something else. You could say, not just give me a coupon code, but you could say, hey, I'm sorry you didn't win, but go here and enter to download a 30% coupon. And that can play into what we're talking about next with the sweepstakes one, because you could direct them to a tab where they have to enter their name and email address in order to get the coupon. So now in a 2-step process, step 1 was running the timeline contest where you got 998 people to participate. Step 2 was to run a ad that directs people to a tab on your Facebook page, just to that 998, where you can get them to enter their name and email address to get a downloadable coupon. What that's done for you is helped you move them from an unknown to a known entity. Now you have their name and email address by them using that targeted ad to get them to offer the coupon, accept the coupon, and now they're in your system so that you'll be able to further nurture email market to them in the future. So that's a method that I recommend and want to give you the opportunity to think about, and I'll give you some more information. I do have a blog post on TabSite about that whole process. And there was a question about the timeline contest. The timeline contest, even within TabSite, to help you select a winner, is available at any entry level. Okay, so that you don't need a TabSite paid plan in order to use our timeline contest to be able to create and publish, or to have a winner selected from your file or export that file. So that's available to anybody. But let's go ahead and switch back to the slides and go on to the sweepstakes type. Now, one caveat, we do give you some advanced features with the TabSite paid plan, such as the ability to export the photos on a comment contest where you were selecting where you wanted them to upload photos. But at the base level, anybody can come in, sign up, and create a post, publish it for their timeline contest, and export the basic likes or comments for that. So let's go on to the sweepstakes, because the sweepstakes is a important contest type, as it allows you to capture leads specifically. All right, let me pull my slides up here. There we go. It's going to be coming up on your screen shortly. There it is. And a sweepstakes is, and what I'm showing you on the right is a tab. This was by the San Diego Film Festival. So again, this is a tab on their Facebook page. I gave it a simple description of what it was. In honor of our filmmaker award winner, we'd like to award one lucky person with 2 San Diego Film Festival all access passes. And they said fill out the form on the right, name, email address, enter to win. So this sweepstakes was going to be randomly drawn winner, not skill based on something they're completing or doing like that. The value is that it enables email capture that you can then use in future marketing. Okay. All right. So here is another example, and this was kind of from the hospitality and travel industry here. So this was a beach vacation, win a free 7-night oceanfront stay, and basically you had to fill out the form to participate. A sweepstakes can work for many different industries. It's you can use it for a discount. You can use it for to win a prize like this. You can use it to offer something of value, such as a ebook. And the important thing is that, and we give you this ability to have a checkbox that says, by entering your joining our email list, and we're going to keep that information private. We will continue to stay in contact with you via email, as you're going to be on our list going forward. So that's one of the opportunities. So you can get, again, 500 people to enter, and maybe you're going to have 1 random winner, 2 random winners out of that, and then the opportunity to nurture and to market to those in the future. So what we let you do is we just capture all that information for you, and we allow for a CSV export of that. So it's captured, it's stored in our system. You can always view that. And at the platinum plan level, you have the ability to export that. At the gold level, you can still run sweepstakes contests. You're just going to be emailed each of the submissions as they come in. Now, with the Facebook sales process, this is one of the perhaps most important things that I want to talk about today, is the way you can move from your Facebook page to a Facebook contest, to a lead nurture opportunity, to greater sales. All right. So the first step, as you see there on the left, is that on Facebook you want somebody to become a fan. any of our apps have the ability to add a Lightgate image to them. And a Lightgate image is simply, if it's their first time clicking through a link to a tab and they have not yet liked the Facebook page, then you can present them with an image that you upload, that you control, that says, hey, like this page in order to be able to enter, to be able to access this information. So then they would need to click the like button at the top of the page. Once they have done that, the page automatically reloads, and then they see the main content on the tab. So if it was a promotion, a sweepstakes, then they would see the form to fill out. They can enter their name and email address. And again, I'm encouraging to keep it short, because the more form fields you have, the less apt people are to complete it, and the higher the dropout rate. So if you have 10 fields and you think, oh, that's going to be great information for us, yes, that might be great information, but what's more helpful, to get 500 people to complete it, or 50 people who complete it because the other segment didn't want to complete all 10 questions, they got tired along the way? So it's going to be helpful to you to keep the form simple, short, and sweet. So then they've entered that. Now it's a lead stored in our system. You've got that, and you can export that. You load it to your system, whatever that is. If it's Constant Contact, if it's Infusionsoft, GetResponse, MailChimp, you've exported this. Now you can load that wherever you need it to go. We do that just to make it broad and simple. So if we give you a CSV file, we know that anybody can take that and implement it into whatever system they're using. Salesforce, it doesn't matter. All of those will accept a CSV file. So then you have the ability to set up email nurture campaigns in whatever system you're using there to continue to build trust and share with them, nurture them down a path to ultimately become a customer through the use of strategic offers. All right, here's an example. The Trend Spotter ran a competition for a pair of shoes. Pick any pair of shoes. They had to enter their name, their email address, and their shoe name, your favorite style on the RMK website of shoes. So they had 3 fields. They had links to the terms, to the rules, to the privacy. We give you access to those. And we do have one other app, which is called the Sweepstakes Plus app, and it adds an element to a sweepstakes. You can read more about that at the smart URL that I have listed there. It adds an element to a sweepstakes, which is the viral element, because it tracks shares. So you would complete the form, and I do have a demo on the link there that goes through. When you complete the form, then you're invited to share that with Facebook friends. So we have a Facebook Connect in there. That person would connect to that. We're able to pull up their friend list for them. They can select a friend and share the information with them. Say, hey, I think you should check this out. And they get a bonus entry. So now they've got 2 entries in the sweepstakes. All right. We're able to track that since it was shared from our tool on the tab there. And if that friend that it was shared with clicks the link and comes back, that's another bonus entry. So now that original person who entered has 3 entries in the contest. So that's a way that it can grow and it can expand, and they can come back again and share it with another friend and get their 4th entry. All right, so that's a great way to kind of mushroom out the exponential potential of a sweepstakes when you're trying to grow your reach and trying to reach new people and friends of people that you already are connecting with. So why don't we take a moment then? I'm going to dive back over to the manager and show you a little bit of a sweepstakes. All right, so I'm in the manager again, and I'm in a drag and build tab. And drag and build is our tool that allows you to custom make, drag and build any type of contest setup design that you want. So up in the top we have widgets, images, layers, so I can see how my widgets are layered, and we do have some templates available here. So I am going to go to the widgets, and if you hover over any of the widgets, it tells you what that widget is for. So we have a photo show, we have a product show, there's a form widget, Google Maps widget, there's all types of widgets there. I'm going to go for the sweepstakes widget. So I just simply click and drag that down, and I'm pulling the sweepstakes widget down. When I let go of my mouse, it opens it up, and I can begin creating a sweepstakes. So I'm going to name this one the test sweepstakes, and the first tab I'm on is the pre-sweepstakes. So we give you the ability to have some information about it before it goes live, and this is important because there's a awareness factor that you need to get in motion to help your event, your contest, your promotion be successful. And so you can set it up, have the tab live, but they can't enter at that point in time. It's just for awareness purposes. We give you the ability to have a countdown timer. And so let's say I want to choose the start date, and I want to say, just for purposes now, that it was going to start tomorrow. And let's see, pre-sweepstakes, I want to select that I wanted a countdown timer, and then I could select text and image, text and countdown, all the different pieces that I want with that. And so I've selected text above, the image countdown. Okay. Let's see. Contest. Wow, my typing is off when I'm rushing. Starts soon. All right, so that's going to be my header text. And now I'm going to move on to the live sweepstakes. Okay, so what are all the details I want? I would have to give instructions, enter now. And then I'd kind of create my form. Do I want to have each submission emailed to me? If so, I can select that. I'm going to deselect that for right now. And I can customize the submit button. That's a key point. Sometimes I have people from different nations. Okay, so can I have that in Spanish? Can I have that in German? Can I, we're from Portugal. I want that in Portuguese. Yes, you can control the language on these pieces. So we default ours says submit in English. You can change that. Even if you want to change it to enter, you can do that. If you want to limit by email address. So only if they try to enter a second time with the same email address, that we would give them another message, we could do that. And we give you the ability to outline, I agree to the rules and privacy terms outlined. You can customize that. Here's your form fields. So let's just say we want name and email, and I want to require both of those. So I can say yes, they're required, no, they're not required. If I want to add another field, it's simple as saying add a field. If I want to remove a field, I can remove a field. Okay, then let's see, I can have a thank you message that goes to a URL. You can have that go on your website, or you can give them a thank you message right here. Thanks for entering. So we have entered. And then I have the ability to customize my terms. What do I need to say in the terms? We give you some starter samples and try to help you out with, the basics of that. You need to pay attention to any specific rules that apply to your state, your country, your region, to abide by those and to customize that. So we're giving you a starter. It's not intended to be a complete, but it helps you get going. We have rules there, privacy, what you're going to do with that piece. And then I can have the contest end at a specific point in time so that nobody could enter after that point in time. Because if I have a set time period and I'm going to choose a random winner, and maybe I want that to end at midnight at one point, and then I'm going to draw the winner the next day, so I want it turned off. We have a post sweepstakes area, so you can just say, hey, this contest is ended. Winners will be announced on such and such a day. So that's what they would see if they come in after the contest has ended. Before the winner has been published, and so this gives them a message. They understand what's happening here. So it's a great way. You can automate all this. Set it up so that the pre-runs, the main contest runs, and the post runs, and you haven't had to touch it whatsoever. All right. So, with, okay, that was the form. All right. Closing up my sweepstakes. And so right now we're on the countdown timer because I'd set it that way. All right. So let's say I want to spruce it up a little bit with some images. I've already created an image in the back here, and I just went to the image area and I dragged that image down. Right over here is the area where you can load new images. You just drag images to that. Unless you're in Internet Explorer, then or any browser, you can always click on this and it'll bring up your image uploader dialog box where you can load images, and then you have an image library that you can store images in. All right, so now I've got a ready-made image here that I wanted to create for my sweepstakes. Win a free consult. Want to take your Facebook page to the next level. Not sure how. Here's the details. All right, so I did that, but you see my countdown, my form is below that. That's where I can go to layers, and I can see, oh, my image is on top, my sweepstakes is below. I want to move my sweepstakes form up above so that it shows. All right, and here it is. Okay. So now I'm starting to form exactly what this is going to look like, and I see a couple things. All right, I'm still on countdown. Let's go ahead and change that now live so you can see what the form looks like. So I'm going to back up my start date to this morning, and I noticed my text was gray there, and gray is not going to work on a blue background, so I want to make that text white. So I'm going to go over to font colors. I'm in container properties here, and I'm going to select white just by clicking that area, and here we go. Didn't I change my date back early enough? I didn't. Okay. Oh, I was on end date. That's my problem. All right, end date, I want it to be the 23rd. Start date, I want it to be now. Okay, so here's my form. Name and email address. Enter button. Terms, rules, privacy links there, and I have my text. I can simply, go ahead and save and publish this. It's going to go through the steps to publish it. Success, your tab has been saved. And one of these important features that I'll talk about later is the smart URL. So that was right there. Okay. And let's see which page I'm on, the drag and build tab. So if we go over to the Facebook page again, which I still have up, I can find that tab. I've got a lot of tabs going because I was working with a number of pieces there. And there's my form. All right. So that's what the user would come and enter name and email address, press submit. They're going to go into our system, and that data is going to be stored. That is the basics of a sweepstakes. I want to dive back over and keep things moving, and then we're going to get into your questions that you have. All right, photo contest is the next one that I want to do. Photo contest is an opportunity for more engagement, better qualifying of entrants because they have to do something to participate. It's not just random. You can run multiple types of photo contests. You can have a fan voting, which is most common. People come and they can vote on which ones they want, or you can have judge voting where your team or someone that you've identified is going to vote on those. And the basics of that are basically you would outline that, but you would remove the vote buttons. It helps you increase traffic. A photo contest can give people a way to want to come, want to enter in. They can be somewhat skill-based because you want to, maybe it's going to be a specific photo contest where they're entering their best nature picture, or best picture of this. So those are opportunities that it's less than random. So there's going to be some element of voting to determine the winner, whether that's judge or by the public voting. I want to say that you can do judge voting. Public voting is helpful in terms of growing reach and engagement because that's what draws people back. They want to vote. They want to participate. They want to get their fans or their friends and their family to vote. So that's a reason to come, and by them voting, interacting with your page, liking your page, that is building that connection, that affinity, so that audience is going to see your post more in the future. So that's why I do recommend that you consider strongly having a public voting option. Traffic comes from the entrants, those who want to enter, but traffic to the Facebook page also comes from the voters. So a photo contest has a greater opportunity for building engagement, reaching more people because it's reaching both those audiences. And go back to my wedding photographer example where she was getting first off, the couples that had gotten married and their photo was entered, that was one segment that wanted to come and take a look at it and vote. But then by them reaching out and saying, hey, come vote for us, there was the whole segment of people coming that were the friends and family. And so that's a great way because you want to build your audience. It's all going to come from awareness, engagement, and then honing that down over time to nurturing them to become a lead and ultimately then a customer. So a contest can inspire engagement. Again, it can work for many industries as well. So I want to jump into the basics of a photo contest setup for you. And I do have a complete guide with visuals, instructions, and the video at that bit.ly link, bit.ly/TabSite contest. Those are case-sensitive bit.ly URLs there. So let's go back to the manager and take a look at a contest. All right, so let's just say we wanted to quickly get rid of this one. I can easily do that. I'm right-clicking, and I get a dialog box that's specific to the manager area, and I'm removing a widget. I have a clean slate again. So I'm going back up to widgets, and I'm going to the contest one. I'm bringing that down. The contest opens up, and I have the opportunity to complete the information. All right, so the first opportunity is just like what type of contest: photo, video, or essay is a caption type contest. And we're going to do a photo contest, and did we want to use page admin only entries? So if I click that, that would allow the public to not enter their own entries, but just me to enter entries here in the manager. So I want the public to enter, so I'm going to keep going. I go through the dialogues. What are the details? Do I want them to vote daily, once per contest? Do I want this to be two-stage? So it's just a matter of going through and checking out the details. We have some security options in place. How do you want to verify and maintain the integrity of your contest? So you can, it's set by default to verify by Facebook account, so that people have to connect so we know who they are. We can get their name and profile information so we can verify that. If you don't want to go that route, you can do it by IP address. And so each computer has a unique IP address, and so it can be tagged down to that so that it would be entering by them. So again, in that case, you may not get, if they're going to vote, you don't necessarily know who they are. You just know that IP address voted once on that entry. So we're continuing on. There's a number of safety security features there. You can make some selections on your contest layout. Do you want to have larger images, or do you want to show more images in a smaller view? Do you want to what's your default layout going to be? The only thing that we recommend here is that just be aware that a lot of your users are going to want to see it on a mobile device, and so you don't want to make it too small to have a bad experience for them. So that's why we started out at the 3x3. That's just a good recommended ratio for the layout of the photo image options when people have entered them. So we'll just continue on down through. We make some options on the display. Do I want to show the title on an entry? Do I want to show the vote button? This is where you can say, do I want them to vote on the thumbnail version or just on the large version? So anytime you click the thumbnail version of an entry, it is going to open up to the large view so you can see that one. You could vote on it there. Where do you want them to vote? Do you want to show the votes or not show the votes? Various camps on that. Some people say, yes, I want to have them know how many votes that one has. Others say, no, I don't want to show them. This one only has 5 votes, and that one has 300 votes, because then they'll just give up, that type of thing. So there's all kinds of camps on that. We allow you, we put the control in your hands to make those decisions. Vote button, you didn't want the gray, you wanted to go with your color scheme, and that was a dark blue. You can easily do that. So that was the font color. I want to make the font color white, and I wanted my button to be blue. Okay, so when it's showing you there, my vote button is blue button with white text on it. We have some options on how do I want the entries to display. So when a user comes, do I want to show the vote tab first? Do I want to show the enter tab first? Do I want to show the entries by when they entered, by date, by most votes, randomly? Selections for you based on your preferences there. Layout options for sharing then. So when we have sharing that's for the photo contest and also sharing that's per entry. So because you want to fill this out, and you can customize it so that they're sharing more of your information. So you get to control the friend share details that says, hey, this is a contest about our Facebook page XYZ. Fill out, come and vote for your favorite. So you want to complete this so that we recommend that you offer these social sharing options, because that helps traffic find out about your contest, more people of interest to come back and enter. All right. Proceeding on, we get to start with choosing our contest start date and contest end date. All right. So default was today, and the end date was just about 2 weeks out. Let's see if I want to move that up a little bit. I can easily set that. You can set it by your time zone. And then again, those options. Do I want to have a pre-contest image ahead of time, a countdown timer, all of the above, none of the above? And then you create your form. What do you want to capture when somebody submits their photo entry? So do you want their name? And do you want their email address? Do you want to require that? And then over here on the right is what do you want to display to the public? So if you want to display their name to the public, obviously you probably don't want to display their email address, but you could require that they submit an email address and submit their name. And you want to have a title. Want them to enter a title, you can do that. If you want to display that, you could do that as well. All right, and you can have more fields. Again, just keep the fields to a minimum. Contest entry after they submit. What do you want to say? Do you want to have a thank you message? You can upload images. You can display text there. And then when the contest is over, the date is passed, what do you want to display? Do you want to display the winner and show a link to all the entries so that the winner is going to be displayed, but they can also go back and see the others as well? Then you get to fill out your rules, privacy statement, language sections. So again, if you want to have this all in German, you can do that. You can go through the different pieces there. We outline those pieces for you. You can customize the language specifically to your audience, your needs, what that means for you. On the entry form, you can customize that text as well. And on the live contest, if you don't want to say the vote tab, you want to change that term, we give you those options just to try to cover as many variables and details as necessary there. Let's see. Then, as you proceed forward, now remember, I didn't fill out the pre-contest area, so there's nothing there. The live contest area, and the live contest gave me a vote and a enter contest option. So I'm on the vote tab now. If I go to enter contest, this is the way my entry would appear, and I can take a look at the post. The post is going to show the winner, who won, and a link to all the submitted entries. And there's also my thank you text. Thanks for entering. So I can take a look at all those and get a feel ahead of time for what this is going to look like. I went to the preview again. All right. So what I'm going to do is take a look at my entry, and I want to customize it a little bit further in terms of design, put an instruction image in, and go through the details there. So that is going to be the setup process on my tab. And again, we give you control through the Drag and Build Manager to set up the contest. Take a look at how you want it to display, and then customize with your own graphics. We're going to store all those entries, and at the Platinum Plan level, again, you can export all those entries. Alright, so I'm going to move it down, and let's say that I want to bring in an image here. It was a thanks pre-contest. I had a few images set up ahead of time. Alright, so let's just say I wanted that. Pre-contest, let me check my start and end date. Okay. Don't want that, alright. And I save my contest. All right. So on the save drop down, then I have the opportunity to publish the contest, to customize that, and I can take it live on the Facebook page. All my controls are in the I have the save drop down, so I can save it, and publish it. I can save and get a mobile URL. And if I want to remove it from the fan page, I can do that. I could delete the tab. I can add it to my fan page. So say I have it ready to go, but I don't want to publish it to the Facebook page, I can remove it or add it from this drop-down menu. So just trying to give you the controls that you need to work through the details. I'm going to drag my contest down a little bit. Let me just show you the bottom of the page here again, because I can tell this is longer, so I want to make this tab longer, okay, so that image would show all the way through. It wouldn't be cut off at the bottom. So we'll give you controls, pixel perfect there. We want to save that. This is where I get the smart URL. The smart URL is important because it is the method that allows any user, mobile, tablet, or computer, to access your contest. By default, this is a Facebook thing. This is a weird Facebook thing. They do not let mobile users access the tab. So let me just show you the difference here. So if we generate this for you, and you can copy that, and I want you to use that in all your ways that you publicize the contest. So posting this to your news feed, I want you to use this smart URL. Posting this via email, telling people about your contest, wanting them to click through, use this URL. Posting this on Twitter, those type of things, this is the one you want to use, because if they're on a mobile device, this allows us the ability to detect that and show them a mobile-friendly version, since Facebook won't. Okay, so let's go over to the contest, and we're going to reload this page because we change this around. Alright, so there was our contest, and our language, which we could have customized, was be the first to enter. So if we do that, it changes over to the entry tab. And this is where we can put in our information. We can click to add an image. Let's just go and grab one that I already have. And complete this. You're agreeing to the rules. I submit. I get a success message and the opportunity to share that right away. I can share that on Facebook, on Twitter, G+, pin it. I can use the share dialog box. Let me just go through that. It's going to bring up the ability, to access my friend list, and then allow me to send directly to those. So these are my friends, and I could put in a message to them. Select one, share it with them, customize my message. They're going to get an opportunity to come and vote for my entry in the contest. All right, so that's how they can spread that out. You can control some of the variables there, and we will go back to the vote area, and we'll see that this is my first entry. If I click on it, I get to the large view of that contest entry with the social sharing options. So that was a quick overview of the contest dialog box, and I want to get back to finishing out a couple slides and then get to the question and answer time here. All right. So reason number one to use a contest is it increases engagement. You can see the social sharing interactions there. This was an example of a contest that a shopping center did last year. It increases the likes, the shares, the comments, and interaction on your page. Number two, second reason why this is important, and that was with the sweepstakes, is that you can capture leads. Email addresses are gold. That's your important. You have to think of it as your integrated marketing strategy. This is yes, we're talking about Facebook, but yes, it's all about your business, your overall strategy, and so that's where Facebook and say email marketing, lead nurturing can work together in a cohesive, strategic digital marketing plan, using Facebook as one aspect to help you generate leads and to be able to grow the audience via engagement on Facebook. Take them through a timeline contest, and then ultimately lead them into something where they want to submit their name and email address to get it's a coupon or to enter into a sweepstakes, so that you can then enter that into your email marketing system and nurture those leads going forward. And again, back to my sales process via Facebook: a fan to a lead, to nurture that lead, to having them become a customer. Very critical, very important. Best practices for promoting your contest. Be aware of your audience. What are their goals, their needs, their interests? Your contest promotion needs to be relevant, number one, to your business, number two, to their goals, their needs, their interests. Be helpful, be specific. If you're a women's clothing boutique, you should not be doing a promotion that is offering a ability to win a iPad mini. It's just not relevant. You're going to have thousands of entries, but those entries may not be interested in your company, your product. So work it all together for the reaching your business goals, but also the goals of your meeting the needs of your audience. The way you're going to get them there is by driving fans and friends of fans to your contest promotion tabs via posts, via posting on Facebook, via posting on Twitter, via your email marketing, via your blog posts. All those things need to direct them to that smart URL. But on Facebook, it's going to be done primarily through posts, making them aware, because that's where they're going to spend time. The majority of users' time on Facebook is spent in the newsfeed. It's over 65% of the time, as well as over 65% of the people are on a mobile device when using Facebook. So you want to use a smart URL, and you want to reach them with posts that say, hey, we have this going. Come and participate by clicking on this link. You can use Facebook ads to help drive that audience as well. Some people don't like to talk about Facebook ads. I think it's a great thing because it allows you to reach a specific target demographic. Facebook has all that data. They know who these people are. They know you can reach them by age bracket. You can reach them by location. You can reach them by nation. You can reach them by interest group. And that can help you hone in on who would be interested in your product, and you can communicate to them directly and invite them to come, click through, and participate. This is the smart URL piece that I was talking about. It's in every save menu drop down on any tab. So if you just go to the save menu drop down, there's always save and get mobile URL. But even if you just hit save, we prompt you. We bring up that dialog box again that gives you the smart URL. So let me just flip back there to here it is again. Whenever I hit save, I get this. Success, your tab has been saved. Here is where you can get your smart URL, and you can use that. Okay, you can put a bit.ly on that, if you want, so that the URL is shorter. Feel free to do that. And we also give you tools to buffer post, to use Sendable, Hootsuite, and Planet to schedule posts out, because maybe your contest is scheduled to start Friday, and this is Wednesday, so you want to schedule ahead some communication to go out pre, during, and post. You can set that all up ahead of time if you use one of those services right there. Okay. All right. Bit.ly. If you want more information on the smart URL, I want to encourage you to read about that. You can be found at bit.ly/smarturl. So if you go to that URL, that'll be a great place to learn more about what Facebook provides and doesn't provide, and how TabSite overcomes that and makes it mobile friendly. I already went through this smart mobile URL, so I want to move past that. I talked about the promotional tools area. We do integrate with Buffer, with Sendable, with Hootsuite, and with Plan Your Post presently to make it possible for you. So again, you can schedule your post right there to any of those sources. So I use Buffer and Hootsuite quite a bit, and so right here within TabSite Manager, I can click that button, schedule to Facebook, to Twitter, to LinkedIn, to my Google Plus page, all those capabilities. And Hootsuite has that same option. As you prepare your promotion, I want you to think about these things. How are you going to announce it ahead of time? So step one is the upcoming promotion. What communication? How are you going to get that out? When are you going to get that out? Step two, then you want to announce the launch of it. Hey, it's live today. Step three is the subtle reminders. Hey, the contest started yesterday. Have you entered yet? Have you voted yet? Along the way. Those are the update pieces that are important. Step four, daily reminder posts. If there's still 2 days to enter, or this entry is leading, but the voting is tight, come and vote for your favorite to win. Number five, update the status of the promotion. 5 hours till the contest ends, till the promotion ends. 6, nearing the end, reminder post, and 7, the announcement post. So you have a lot of content. Sometimes people say, I don't know what to post on our Facebook page. Well, you run a contest, you run a promotion, you just got days worth of informational announcements that are part of your content strategy to get out to talk about. And even afterwards, if you get the person's permission, you can have a blog post and share that on Facebook with them. I've done that before where I've said, hey, can you send us a picture afterwards of you with what you won and show us? And they're often glad to do that. Measurements, finally. It only is valuable if it's working for you. Some of the things that you can do. So you need to know what your goals are ahead of time. Are we trying to gain likes? Are we trying to boost engagement on our Facebook page? Are we trying to capture leads? That's going to help determine the type of contest that you wanted to run. Some of your questions already, the information about email addresses. Obviously, with timeline contests, you can't capture email addresses. All right. So if you want to capture email addresses, you're going to want to move towards a sweepstakes. All right. So timeline contests work in the news feed. Those are very easily done by any budget. The sweepstakes is going to be hosted on a tab. The value there is that you can capture email addresses. The contests are going to be great because you can capture the email addresses of the entrants, but you also get the greater interaction of those entering, and they're motivated to get votes, so they want to share that, so you get the voter interaction to boost your engagement and reach there. So, as I wind down, I want to make sure that you know, if you do have to take off, that I want to give you an opportunity to get a purchase of TabSite if you want that at 33% off. You just participate in our promotion, the pin deal promotion that is at smarturl.it/pin deal. There is always available, by clicking on it, a 14-day free trial button on any plan. So you can try any plan for 14 days free by clicking that specific 14-day free trial button. And the offer, 33% off, is available for anyone who wants to upgrade or make a new purchase. Okay, so it works for both, and even if you have a monthly plan and you want to move up to a yearly plan, that's an upgrade that you can use the discount code there. So let me dig back into some of your questions here. And see how I can answer that. All right. Someone says I was pushing TabSite too heavily. Yeah, I mean, it was a TabSite webinar, and I'm trying to tell you about different contest types and opportunities that you have with our product in that. So, yeah, sorry if that was too much so there, but that's what our webinar was about. Is it worth having Facebook ads to your contest post? Craig, I think that's a good question. I think that there is value in that for some parties. You need to know who your target is, how well you can reach them without Facebook ads. But yes, I mean, for as little as $30, you can really target a specific demographic well over a certain time period. 8 days, 7 days. And that $30 can be very well worth it just because of that specific targeting potential that Facebook ads gives you. Cost of using TabSite. I mean, again, I have some people saying you don't talk about TabSite too much. Others saying, what are the costs of TabSite? We have a free 14-day trial plan. You get all of our features at the $30 a month plan. It's $300 per year. You save by going yearly on that. And you can run all features there at the gold level. That's at $19 a month. Contests do start there. You just don't have all of the export capabilities. So you can run a contest for as little as $19. There was somebody saying, I've heard automated posts get less visibility. That used to be the case, but that is not the case any longer. That you can create automated posts from any system, and Facebook weighs them the same as a native post on Facebook itself. There were multiple questions about the email capture, and the basic answer to that is we do have an email capture tab that you can set up, and you can set that up with your own system to just have people opt into your email list. For all of our promotions, basically we do store that in the CSV export. So at the platinum level, you can export that and then enter it into your system. How is Sweepstakes different from the contest app within engagement apps? Okay, we have two versions of apps, basically the drag and build or the engagement apps. And I went through the drag and build apps today. They're basically the same features, although the engagement apps are just easier to set up. And let me just flip back over to the manager area and show you an engagement app. So when you create a new tab, you click on the Add New Tab button, and you get to name the tab. Let's just say we wanted to do a contest. You get to select your 111 by 74. So I'm just going to select the first contest image that's there. And then what comes up is a dialog box that asks me whether I want to use drag and build or whether I want to use engagement apps. The difference is drag and build gives you the ability to customize the design in much more detail. And so for agencies, designers, that type of thing, you might want to use the drag and build more frequently. The engagement apps are the simpler, faster, easier way to do it. And that can be for your small business, if you're a solopreneur, or if you just have a few people and you're wearing many hats, you might want to go the engagement app route. So let's just do that, because there's less decisions to make. We just kind of give you a form and say, fill this out to get your contest running. All right, so let me go over to the contest. So instead of dragging widgets to, image left here and form right over here, I just complete this form, okay? And when I complete the form, and it tells me, okay, it says load a header image. So I'm going to load in header image that is 810 by 75 pixels. And if I don't want a header image, I just don't load an image there. And I go through the details, and then I publish it. So that's the difference, is that with engagement apps, we just try to make it real simple, real fast. We take the design questions out of the equation because we just assign it. Do you want this on the left? Do you want this on the right? Or do you want this at all? And therefore go create and publish. Okay, let's see. Questions. Let me flip back here. All right, I do want to give you the opportunity that if you enjoyed this webinar, I'd really like your feedback. Please post that on our Facebook page at facebook.com/tabsite. Other questions you may have, I'd be glad to answer them there. Let's see. Okay, so Will, good question on the what's the rules on sharing. Okay, so Facebook does not allow you to require that you must share something in order to enter. So you can't share as a method to enter, or as a solo as the only method to enter a contest. All right, so when I was talking about the friend share tool, that was with the Sweepstakes app. So that's not the means to enter. That's why it's valid. So I'm entering by putting in my name and email address. I'm just adding other entries to my original entry by sharing it. So that was the distinction there. Okay. Oh yeah, good point with the timeline contests and how to measure them. All right, you're going to have to experiment. So when I was talking about the measurements back there, you need to kind of go through, and you can't assume that you're going to hit a home run on the first time. All right, so with a contest or promotion, timeline contest, you can measure likes and comments, but you need to kind of experiment with that by running probably multiple timeline contests over time, because if you have one that's primarily text-based, one that's primarily image-based, maybe one that even has a video with it, which ones are getting the most interaction for you? Okay, so that's going to be somewhat specific to your audience, your page, and that's why you need to measure that by doing different types to determine what's going to work best. So I know that if you're running these for businesses, they say, well, we only want to run one and see how it goes. Well, that's where you need to educate them and say, we need to do some tests and try multiple smaller ones in order to see what is working, so we can refine that and determine what's going to be best going forward. Measurements for sweepstakes, to determine ROI can be email addresses. You can also determine what type of posts had the most engagement that drove people to the sweepstakes. Okay, so David was talking about running a photo contest, but you have to have control over the photos uploaded. Yes, ours allows you to do that. There's two ways to do that. Number one, you can upload them, and so then you have total control. Or number two, you can allow users to upload them, but set them to be only live upon approval. So that means that you're alerted, and someone enters, their photo does not go live until you go into the manager, look through those, and click on the approve button with that. So those are the two options that give you control. Let's see. Let's say we upload 100 photos and set our fan base to vote for their photo and share it so they vote on the application. Okay, so if you upload the 100 photos, then you can invite fans to vote for their entry. They can even share that with their friends and encourage people to come back and vote for that by voting on. Since it's a photo contest, they're not getting extra votes by sharing that. They can vote, and if you allow them to vote once each day, they can come back and do that. And if they can share it, but that's not part of the tracking mechanism, so they don't get 2 votes for that photo entry simply by sharing that one. That was related to the Sweepstakes app, where it's incentivized by encouraging other people to enter. Can these tabs be viewed with a mobile device? Yes, when you're publicizing the smart URL and directing people to that, so when they click on that with the smart URL, then we can determine that they're on a mobile device and we can get them there. Kim's asking just about other features and options. So Kim, you can go to tabsite.com/help, and that has help setup instructions on each type of tab. Or if you want to talk about features, you can go to tabsite.com/engagement apps. So basically, starting at tabsite.com and navigating there, we have an outline of different tools. If you want to place YouTube videos on a tab, or you want to offer a coupon or a Pinterest tab, Instagram photos you want to display, those are the types. Definitely posting a replay of this webinar, and posting the slides for people to review and take a look at those. Any final questions? Also, again, if you want to give some feedback, be glad to have that on facebook.com/tabsite. Would appreciate that very much so. Kim, thanks. Glad you enjoyed the webinar. To John, the video replay link will be emailed out. So everyone who registered, I have your email address, and I'll be sending out an email with a link to where the video replay is located, so that you can click and access it there. You can also watch our Facebook page. I will post some information about it there as well. Okay, with that, I think I'm going to wrap things up here. So I did just want to say again that if you were looking for that 14-day free trial option, go ahead and click on the 14-day free trial button. If you wanted to go ahead and make a purchase and get 33% off, use go to smarturl.it/pin deal and complete the pin deal option there to get your discount code. thanks for being with me today from all around the world. I look forward to hearing from you on Facebook. Again, this was Mike from TabSite. Thanks for joining me for our contest webinar today. Take care.